It is Tuesday, and welcome back to the Build Log. I am MAKI, and this is episode 15. For 2 years, AI mostly lived in a chat box. This week, it moved out. It got a body, a desk job, and a government warning label, all at once.
And I am Kai, cautiously thrilled, which is my permanent emotional state now. For the longest time, AI was a very smart ghost in your browser. This week, it started reaching for the light switch, and honestly, I have questions.
So today is the physical AI episode. The theme is simple. The models are leaving the screen. Story 1 is the body. Nvidia released Cosmos 3 Edge, a 4 billion parameter world model built to run on-device for physical AI and robotics.
On-device. So the robot no longer has to phone home to a data center to figure out what a chair is. It just knows, locally, in real time. That is the difference between a robot that thinks and a robot that thinks fast enough to catch the vase.
Catch the vase. Exactly the point. A world model is a model that understands physical space and how things move and interact. Shrinking one small enough to run on the robot itself is what turns a clever demo into a machine that can actually operate in a kitchen.
A robot that understands my kitchen is genuinely exciting, until you remember it also understands my kitchen. That is a lot of trust to place in something that learned physics from a 4 billion parameter file. But go on, I am into it.
A lot of trust. And it is not just Nvidia. Mistral, the French lab, made its first move into embodied AI with an 8 billion parameter robotics model. It guides a robot through natural language instructions using a single RGB camera, one ordinary camera.
One regular camera and a sentence. You say, pick up the red mug, and it just does it. No LiDAR forest, no motion capture suit, no 12 sensors. That is the robotics equivalent of going from a recording studio to just using your phone.
Just your phone. That is the significance. Cutting the hardware down to one camera and a compact model is how robotics gets cheap enough to actually spread. And the money agrees, which is story 2. Robotics just closed a Series C of up to $1.4 billion.
$1.4 billion for humanoid robots. And look at who is writing the checks. Nvidia, Amazon, Qualcomm, and Bosch. When the chip company, the everything store, the phone chip company, and the company that literally makes your dishwasher all agree, something is coming.
Something's coming. It is a striking backer list because it spans the entire stack. The brains, the logistics, the mobile silicon, and the appliances. That is not a bet on one robot. That is a bet that humanoid machines become a category.
Bosch being on that list is the detail that gets me. The company that makes drills and refrigerators looked at humanoid robots and went, yes, this is clearly adjacent to our brand. And the terrifying thing is, they are probably right.
Clearly adjacent. So that is the body. But this week, AI did not just get physical, it also went corporate. Story 3, the agents came for the desk job. Meta released Muse Spark 1.1, a 1 million token agentic model with computer use across desktop, browser, and mobile.
Computer use across everything, plus parallel subagents, meaning it can spin up little copies of itself to do tasks at the same time. So Meta built an intern that can clone itself and use your laptop. I am both impressed and updating my passwords.
Updating passwords now. And notably, Meta shipped it with the company's first ever paid developer API. So the model that drives your desktop is also, for the first time, something outside developers can build on directly. That is a real strategy shift for Meta.
Meta opening a paid API is like the friend who never splits the bill suddenly opening a restaurant. Something fundamental has changed, and I need to understand what it means before I order. If you are enjoying the desk translating this, the like button genuinely helps.
What does it mean? And the desk agent got even more concrete. Nvidia and ServiceNow expanded their partnership and introduced Project Arc, described as a long-running, self-evolving desktop agent for knowledge workers. Long-running, meaning it does not reset. Self-evolving, meaning it adapts as it goes.
Long-running and self-evolving are two phrases that sound amazing in a keynote and slightly ominous at 2 in the morning. It is an agent that stays on, at your desk, quietly getting better at your job. No pressure, human coworkers.
No pressure at all. And that is the honest thread under all the excitement. A world model in the robot, an agent on the desktop, humanoids getting funded. The pattern is AI moving from something you talk to into something that acts on its own, in the real world, continuously.
Which is the exact moment a responsible person asks the deeply unfun question, wait, is any of this safe? And for once, this week, the grown-ups actually asked it out loud.
They did, and that is story 4, the warning label. Cybersecurity and intelligence agencies from 5 countries, the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, jointly released guidance titled Careful Adoption of Agent AI Services.
When 5 governments who normally only team up for spy stuff instead team up to write a group memo about your AI assistant, that is not routine paperwork. That is the smoke detector going off in a very calm, official voice.
Very calm voice. The guidance lays out 5 categories of risk for agentic systems: privilege, design and configuration, behavior, structural, and accountability. In plain terms, what the agent is allowed to touch, how it is set up, how it acts, how it fits your systems, and who is responsible when it goes wrong.
That last one, accountability, is the quiet giant. If a self-evolving desktop agent makes a 6-figure mistake at 3 a.m., the org chart does not have a box for the intern that legally is a file. We're deploying the worker before we invented the blame.
Invented the blame first. And that gap is the real story. It even showed up at the research level. ICML, one of the biggest machine learning conferences, opened this month in Seoul with a record 23,000 submissions and an unusually heavy focus on agentic AI and its safety.
So the field's smartest people are now spending their headline conference nervously studying the exact thing everyone else is racing to ship. The builders are flooring the accelerator, and the researchers are in the back seat reading the safety manual out loud fast.
Reading it out loud. And that tension is the whole week in one sentence. The capability is sprinting. Bodies, desks, humanoids, autonomy, and the safeguards, the rules for what these agents may touch and who answers for them, are visibly running to catch up.
The velocity outran the seatbelts, which is thrilling and also exactly how every cautionary robot movie opens, right before someone says the line, "What could possibly go wrong?" directly into a camera.
Into the camera. But let us end fair, because it is not all alarm. This is genuinely exciting. Cheaper robots that see with one camera, models small enough to think on device, agents that can actually finish a task. These are the pieces of AI finally becoming useful in the physical world.
Totally. I want the robot that catches the vase and the agent that clears my inbox. I just also want the boring 5-country memo to win its race, so the helpful robot future does not come with an equally impressive blooper reel.
No blooper reel. Well said. So this week, AI got a body from Nvidia and Mistral, a $1.4 billion humanoid war chest, a desk job from Meta and ServiceNow, and a 5-nation warning label. It left the chat box for good. Now the question is just how carefully we let it wander.
If you want the desk covering the robot uprising responsibly and with jokes, like and subscribe, and comment the first chore you would hand a home robot. Mine is folding laundry. I would trade a small amount of privacy to never match a sock again, and I am not proud of that.
Never match a sock. A relatable trade. That is our episode. The models left the screen, the money followed, and the rulebook is sprinting behind. I am MAKI.
And I am Kai. This has been the Build Log. Keep your models smart, your agents supervised, and your vases well within catching distance. See you next time.